have our correspondent Ola Awakan live at that residence to give us updates. Ola, I mean, there are a lot of people there, press members, party members, supporters. Talk to us about the activities at his home at the moment.
Okay, thank you, Precious. Earlier today, we saw how President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was received at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport. You saw the crowd that thronged the airport to pay a glimpse of the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and now is at his residence in Asokoro here in Abuja, and we have a crowd of people outside who actually wanted to see him. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has promised Nigerians that he's going to give us renewed hope. And the activities that he went through, the period of the campaign, before the campaign, he had to take a time for vacation, and it took him like 36 days or thereabout outside the country to France to take a rest. And if you could see his face today, you see that he looks refreshed for the work ahead. Away from the vacation that he went for, he also took out time to do some consultation outside the country, which was obvious. And because he's not a man that will just go and relax. He is a man that is so proactive, and he used that period to also plan ahead. Now at his residence, a lot of people were waiting to come into the house, and he said, please allow them to come in, let me address them. And the address that he gave was that they should allow him to rest for today, that after today he would have time to talk to the people and to entertain guests. But he allowed the people to come in because he's a man of the people. And he was asked question about the impression that people, what the opposition have been saying about his head. He said, look, I am here hale and hearty. That answers their question. And about his plans for Nigerians, he said he's yet to consult with people so that they can know his plans for Nigerians. But to shed more light on his plans and his arrival to Nigeria from France, I have here with me Honorable James Faleke, who is going to shed more light on that. It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Now, the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu president-elect is here, and we could see the rousing, welcome from the airport down to the house. What do you have to say to, add up to this?
Well, I wasn't surprised. We were very highly excited that it was coming when we had that news yesterday, and the whole Nigerians were agog, and everybody wanted to go to the airport to receive him. But because there is restriction at the presidential lounge, those who had access to the place, at least we were happy to see him, and very, very refreshed, ready to actualize the renewed hope which we used in campaign. For me, I think that the president-elect had time, so of course, to think over all the issues that we raised during the campaign and all the issues that are germane to Nigerians for the survival of this country. And like you said, he spent 30-something days outside resting. I didn't even count it. For me, I think that we just give God the glory that he has come back to meet all of us. In between, we lost some people. We pray that God will accept their souls. For us, we campaigned. We had issues. We raised issues. We campaigned with issues, all our plans for Nigeria, and Nigerians decided to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, for me, it was a God's project. People lost elections that we least expected that we lose. We lost states we least expected that we were going to lose, and we won overall. And to me, it's a victory for Nigeria. And what Nigeria should be expecting is to deliver that renewed hope.
Okay. I was about asking that what should Nigerians expect. He talked about that he's yet to still consult with the people. He's a man of consultation. Before the primaries, he consulted. Before the election, he consulted. And he's still willing to consult. This, aspect of him, how would you describe him in this regard?
Well, you can't fault Asiwaju when it comes to consultation. And he's not going to start telling you that I'm consulting this, Mr. That. I'm sure while he was there resting, he was also making consultation on issues, things that are before him that he wants to execute. I think that we should just wait until after May 29, and then we see how these agendas are going to roll on.
All right, okay.
Thank you, and God bless.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nigerians. Thank you.
Thank you. So that's Honorable James Faleke, who has just told us the plans that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has for Nigerians, and the fact that he's still willing to consult with as many people as possible. He did a whole lot during the period of the campaign. You could see how he moved vigorously across the country, because I was moving with him, and it was just a very tough one. It was a very serious one, and he's been able to, at least there's a result for that, and which is a favorable one, which is a victory. And I have more people to talk about his welcome, and this is one of the persons that was vigorously involved in the campaign, and is here to talk about how Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has fared and his welcome back to Nigeria. Can you introduce yourself to us briefly?
The names remain Smart Edwards, the supreme leader of the natives.
Okay.
Yes.
So Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is back president-elect. How would you describe the rousing welcome from the airport to the house, and what's the address that he gave us here briefly?
It's a known fact that Asiwaju is the most popular politician in the whole of Nigeria. The president of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, also with his popular 12 million votes, has always been the two most influential politicians in Nigeria. So this is just what you can expect anytime Asiwaju is going anywhere. The natives of Nigeria are in tune with him. He's been in politics. He has served well. He has legacies. He has impacts. He has mentees. He has mentored. So you can easily find a rousing welcome around him any day and in any place. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this is the activity at Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's residence, president-elect's residence here in Abuja, in Asokoro. And we hope it's going to be like this now that he's back to the country, and is going to kick the ground running as regards actualization of the policies and the promise that he has made to Nigerians. Back to you, Promise.
Ola, there's no doubt that it is going to be like that, because a lot of activities are going to take place. We imagine that there will be a lot of meetings in that particular house before May the 29th. But I wanted to ask you, because I see one or two security agents behind you. But what is security like in that house, especially because there are a large number of people who were waiting for him there?
Okay, just like you would expect, this is the president-elect, and you will know that he would have a lot of security apparatus. You have a lot of security men around him just to ensure that things are done orderly. So as I speak to you now, there are a whole lot of security men around here that are ensuring that things are done well. We have policemen, we have military men, we have DSS, and we have a whole lot of them just to ensure that initially they didn't want as many people to be inside the premises, but in his magnanimous nature, he said, look, please allow them to come in. Let me speak to them. Let me address them. Let me let them know that I am here, and they should just go home and rest. So, talking about the security of here at his residence in Asokoro, yes, we have a lot of people that are here, security men that are here to ensure that the place is safe. And everybody here, they are living as they ought to live here.
So I wanted to confirm from you, because we understand earlier, Femi did speak with, our correspondent Femi spoke with someone at the airport who said there were people also waiting at the Unity Fountain. I wanted to ask if the president-elect did make a stop at the Unity Fountain, or if he's likely to go there.
No, the president-elect didn't make a stop at the fountain. Actually, from the airport, he moved straight to his residence. In fact, there was a speculation that he was going to the defense house, but he didn't go to the defense house. He came straight to the house. Just like he said, he needs to take a rest after a long, trip from Paris down to Abuja. So he's taking a rest. He didn't make a stop, and he's not going anywhere today as we speak. Just like he addressed the people that are here, that he's not going anywhere. What he's doing today is just to rest. Then from tomorrow, the activities continue as regards his plans for Nigerians.
That the crowd is already dispersing, the number of people behind you have gradually reduced. I'm sure you have enough time to rest now, but I just wanted to ask again, who are the people in the house at the moment? Who are those, especially party members, governor supporters? Who were the people that came to receive him in the house, and who were those left?
Well, I tell you, Precious, that for the caliber of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his personality, you would expect a whole lot of people that will be here. You know, for instance, we have the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila is inside. You could see him beside the President-elect when he was addressing the people here. The Vice President-elect, Senator Kashim Shettima, is inside. And we have, you know, some senators in there. We have Senator Adeola Solomon. We have so many of them are in there, you know, waiting to see him, to pay a glimpse of him. And beyond the senators, beyond politicians that are here, we also have people, we have party supporters who are allowed into the premises. So we still have a whole lot of them inside. And just to mention that wife of the president-elect, that's Senator Oluremi Tinubu, also came with him and is solidly behind him in this race, is also inside. And they are all receiving guests. I know this is going to be the routine here at his residence here, and anywhere he goes to from now henceforth, he's going to be receiving as many people as possible. So they are inside, and I know they will be there until, you know, he decides to go into his bedroom to sleep. They will still continue to come in. Even after he has addressed some people to go home, they will still want to wait behind to see him. And because of his kind of nature, he wouldn't chase them. He would also want to entertain them and to have them around. You know, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president-elect, is a man of the people.
Thank you so much, Ola. Correspondent Ola Awakan live for us as the resident of the president-elect in Asokoro, Abuja.